Hey, everybody. Welcome to day 304 of Reseller Reflections, a day in the life of a full-time reseller supporting her family. It's Tuesday, April 8th, 2025, and we are pretty close to our sales goal today, but yeah, not quite. I think if I finished the shipping, I'd be even closer, but I am not doing that right this minute. I am coming to you, and I think I might finish up my day here. Yeah. So I talked the other day about, I guess it was yesterday, about LIZZO and the podcast. I heard her record with Jay Shetty, and I'm linking it up again at the end of this video and in the show notes. I think it's really cool. And one of the concepts she talked about, I'm just getting right into it tonight. One of the concepts she talked about, which I'm thinking a lot about, is one of the ways to be kinder is to be kinder to yourself. If you're having all this negative self-talk, and we all do, I don't know anybody that doesn't have negative self-talk. But if you're carrying that around and you are saying those things to yourself, it is much harder to be kinder to other people. And, I know lots of people that are very kind and they're not kind to themselves. So if you're one of those people, because I know a lot of really kind people that don't talk to themselves so kindly and have like a very unkind voice in their head, could you be kinder? Would it make you a kinder person? Would it make you just, exude that to the world? And would you be even kinder than you already are? I had never, ever thought about this concept. Like, we all know the reasons we shouldn't be talking negative to ourselves. We all know strategies to kind of stop that. But that whole concept, that's a new one to me. And I thought, I know a lot of really kind people that would do just about anything for their friends, do just about anything for anybody else. But when it comes to themselves, not so much. So you know what? If you're one of those people and you have to switch it around in your head and be kind to yourself so that you can be kinder to others, like do it for other people, could you do that? Could you make that switch? I don't know. I think it's kind of interesting. If you're one of those people that is just so kind to everybody else and not so kind to yourself, would you make that switch? Would you be kind to yourself if you knew it was helping the people around you? If you knew it was setting a good example? If you knew that you were, giving more love out into the world and positivity, would you do it for somebody else if you wouldn't do it for yourself? I bet you might. And, it's so a lot of entrepreneurial people probably tend to be a little bit more negative, maybe more critical of themselves, because there's that line where we're always striving. And maybe this is for most of the human race. I just see it a lot in the people I work with. And there's this line, right? Like, you're always trying to improve. So you don't want to be complacent. What I'm talking about here when you're being kind to yourself isn't complacency. It's about, learning from your mistakes, looking back with curiosity, not beating yourself up, using the information that you have from maybe a failure or a difficult situation, looking at that with absolute curiosity and figuring out, all right, well, that happened. What did I learn from it? How can that make me better? Not beating yourself up with it. So I don't want to, I do want to draw a line of distinction there between beating yourself up and, really striving to improve and do things better and owning your mistakes, but, learning from them, doing better. I mean, we all screw up. It's just, but what do you do with that? You say, oh gosh, I shouldn't have, I can't believe that happened. Oh, I just had inventory tumble over. Oh, well, I'm an idiot. What can I say? I stacked the bag on the chair and I shouldn't have done that. No, I'll say, all right, well, you know what? Maybe I won't put the bag on the chair next time, or maybe I'll pick a wider chair to put the inventory bag on. All right, that was just a totally random example that happened real time. But I just put that in your pipe and smoke it and see what happens. And think about kindness in that way. Think about that when you're talking to yourself negatively. And it's just something so funny happened yesterday. So I record it. video on validation, and I'm gonna link that up in the show notes as well. It was one of my top favorite video of reseller reflections that I've ever done was on the topic of failure. My second favorite was the one I recorded last night about validation. And I was talking about, when you put something out there and you like it, what the rest of the world thinks shouldn't be of consequence to how you feel about it. So, in the ultimate irony, it got like very few views compared to the other reseller reflections I've done. Now, do I still love it? Yeah, I still love it. Yes, I'm still proud of it. I still like it. I still think it's worthwhile. But it was kind of like the universe sending me a test. Are you going to change your mind about this? Because it's not popular. All right. So those are my thoughts for tonight. Check out the linked up videos in the show notes here. I hope I'll link up the one on failure too. That's also one of my favorites, which, interestingly enough, was also one of your favorites. So, every once in a while, the universe doesn't kind of laugh at you. All right. Well, so everybody have a great night. Remember, be kind to yourself because I think it's going to make you kinder and more loving toward other people and look at it through that lens. I hope that you have a wonderful evening, and I will see you tomorrow on day 305 of Reseller Reflections. Night, night.